Hi everyone, my name is David. Well, King David, actually. Of course, I wasn't always a king. In fact, I was about as far from being a king as you can get. Just a simple shepherd boy, actually. It's been a pretty amazing journey. I've had some of the greatest experiences ever, and I've learned incredible things about God along the way. Now, that palace wasn't always there, and I didn't always wear this crown. Bet you're wondering about how I got here. Well, as long as I'm here, I might as well tell you the story about how God picked me to be the king and what I learned about him when he did. In order to explain it though, I've got to go back a few years to bring you up to speed. Now it all started
What are you guys doing in here?
Cut.
Are you guys making a movie?
Actually, yes. Wait, who are you?
Oh, I'm Sam. What's your name?
I'm Kyle. I'm the director.
Oh, hi,
Can I
Kyle.
help you with something, Sam? We're kind of in the middle of this.
What kind of movie are you making?
We're making a movie about how God was victorious in David's life.
David from the Bible.
Yes. We're telling a story for kids in church.
I've always wanted to see how movies are made. Can I stay and watch? Come on.
I guess so.
Yes.
But you've got to be quiet and let us work.
Won't say a peep.
All right? And please don't touch anything.
Okay.
All right. Let's try this again.
True story 2.9, God was victorious. Take 2.
Action.
As I was saying, we've got to go back to understand how I came to be king. I suppose it all started when God brought his people into the promised land and won all their battles for them. After that time, the Israelites moved into their land and lived under the leadership of God's judges. But after a few hundred years, the Israelites wanted a king. Well, God told Samuel to warn the people about how a king would treat them and to let them know that they were rejecting God as their king. But they really wanted one anyways. So he gave them what they wanted.
Ooh, they're talking about Saul.
Sam, shh. Keep going.
Okay. Well, this is Saul. This was the first king that God gave his people. But Saul didn't always listen to God, and after a while, God rejected him as the king. So, God told his priest, Samuel, that he was going to have him anoint a new king.
Oh, wait, that's my name.
Cut. Sam, can't keep interrupting.
I know, but my name is Samuel. I mean, I go by Sam for short, but that's my name.
That's great, Sam. Can we get rolling?
Yeah, but I have one question. Can I ask one question?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, now that I think about it, I have multiple questions. Can I ask multiple questions?
Yeah.
Okay, first one is this. What does anoint mean?
To anoint means to cover with oil. Back in Bible times, they would anoint a new king with oil in a ceremony when the king was ready to take office.
Wow, you're really smart. Are you the real David?
No, my name's Chad. I'm an actor.
Oh, good, that's what I thought. Because I was thinking David lived thousands of years ago, and for you to be David right now would be crazy. Oh, that's great. I have one more question.
Okay.
So he mentioned Saul and then pointed to the screen behind him, but there was nothing there. I mean, what does that mean?
That's a chroma key or a green screen.
Oh.
Basically, we shoot the actors in front of it, and then later behind it, we can put anything we want. People, scenes, whatever.
Anything?
Anything.
Anything at all.
Yeah.
So could you put him in outer space?
Sure.
Right now.
No.
Please?
No.
Pretty please.
No.
I'll buy you ice cream.
Ooh, what kind of ice cream?
Chocolate peanut butter?
With sprinkles?
Yes.
What kind of sprinkles?
Rainbow.
No.
Maybe later?
Maybe.
Yes, got a maybe.
All right, Sam,
Yes.
can we get back to the story?
Absolutely. I mean, I don't want to interrupt at all. So
Fantastic.
I'm a fly on the wall in the back. Don't worry.
All right. Let's take it where God was telling Samuel to anoint the new king.
True story 2.9, God was victorious. Take 3.
And action.
Anyway, so God told Samuel to go to Bethlehem to find a young man who would be anointed as king. So Samuel went and found the man God had told him to find. This man, Jesse, had 8 sons. One of them would be king. Guess which one it was?
It was you.
That's right. it was me. But I was only a teenager at the time, probably not much older than some of you. In the book of 1 Samuel in the Bible, it says that Samuel took the horn of oil and anointed me in the presence of my brothers, and from that day on, the Spirit of the Lord came on me in power. And it's true. That's exactly what happened. After God's Spirit came upon me, I was a different person. I knew that God was with me, and I was growing in wisdom and courage. And let me tell you, that got put to the test pretty quickly. Here's what happened. There was another nation called the Philistines who were warring against the Israelites.
Oh, this is the epic part.
Do you just want to tell the story?
Can I? Can I tell the story?
No.
But I know
No.
the story really well. Okay. No, because there's this guy named Goliath. He's like 9 feet tall, and he has this armor that weighs over 125 pounds. That's double the amount of some of these kids that are watching this film right now.
Yeah, that's all true. But we have this actor. We
I know.
already paid him.
And then David goes down to visit his brothers who are in the army. And as he gets there, he watches Goliath challenge the Israelites to a fight. And then he sees God's people run away in fear.
That's great.
Oh.
Can we get back to it? Huh?
Oh. I'm sorry. Wait, what is this? Who are you?
I'm the boom operator.
Boom. Explosions are in this thing? Awesome!
No explosions.
Why not?
That's called a boom mic, and I'm the one who holds it.
Boom mic. Oh. But no explosions.
No,
But could we put an explosion in like this big?
No.
Maybe that big.
not even that small.
Like that small?
No.
How about on the screen? Can we do on this? No. Okay. I'm sorry.
True story, 2.9. God was
Sorry, I'm gonna fly
victorious.
in the wall. Sorry.
Take 4.
And action.
I mean, I couldn't understand why God's people were running away from this guy. I mean, yeah, he was scary and all, but we had God on our side. So, I went and I found King Saul, and I said to him, "Let no one lose heart on account of this giant warrior. Your servant will go and fight him." Now remember, I was just a kid, but I knew that God had my back. Saul tried to talk me out of it, but I told him that God would have the victory. Oh, see that? That's me trying to put on Saul's armor. He wanted me to wear it for protection, but it was so big and I was so small, I looked ridiculous. So I got rid of the armor, I picked up my sling, I grabbed 5 smooth stones out of the stream, and I went to find Goliath.
Oh, even though I totally know this part, I'm totally nervous.
Seriously?
Just keep going. We'll edit around it.
All right. Where was I? Oh yeah. So there I was, this little kid, standing before this huge giant. And I'll never forget what he said to me. He said, "Am I a dog that you come at me with sticks?" He was making fun of me. I was kind of scared, but I also trusted that God would be victorious. So here's what I said back to him. I said, "You come against me with sword and spear and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of the armies of Israel, who you have defied. This day the Lord will hand you over to me, and the whole world will know that there's a God in Israel, and that it's not by sword or spear that the Lord saves, for the battle is the Lord's."
Woohoo! Yeah! Yeah!
Then it happened. Goliath started coming for me with his giant self and his giant javelin that probably weighed almost as much as I did. Picture it, this little kid and this huge giant. But I reached into my pouch, I pulled out a stone, I stuck it in my sling, and I started swinging it around. And the next thing I knew, that tiny stone was flying through the air. And boom!
Boom!
The stone hit Goliath right smack dab in the middle of the forehead. Everyone was dead quiet as we waited to see what would happen next. It was probably only a second or two, but it seemed like a minute before Goliath fell down to the ground, dead.
Yeah! God is victorious!
Cut.
What? It's true. God is victorious.
Yeah, we know that. God was victorious. That's the whole point.
No, you don't get it. It's not just God was victorious in this one instance. I mean, yeah, David, the Israelites, even us can see that he was victorious in that one instance. But it's a reminder to us that God is victorious. It's not just who he was, it is who he still is.
He's right. We've been calling this video God Was Victorious as though God was victorious for just David and the Israelites. But if you look all throughout the big God story, you can see that God is always victorious. He always wins in the end.
Not just in the Bible either. God wants to be victorious in our lives too. David totally got this. And he always gave God the glory for it.
Sam, you're absolutely right. We gotta change the title of this thing. God is victorious.
Yes.
All right, let's wrap this up.
This would be great.
True story 2.9. God is victorious. Take 5.
So, that's it. God showed us all that he is victorious. He delivered us from the Philistines, who, by the way, took off as soon as they knew Goliath was dead. And in the end, he would use the situation to set me up to take over as king of Israel. But we'll have to save that part of the story for the next time. In the meantime, remember, God is victorious.
When can we do the explosion?
All right.